Just a beautiful afternoon for football, Coach. They say summer is the time to live in Chicago. Well, that's extended into autumn as we are ready to roll under blue skies at Soldier Field. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New Orleans Saints and the Chicago Bears. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over. Now let's take a minute to see how you can improve your team. Just a beautiful afternoon for football, Coach. They say summer is the time to live in Chicago. Well, that's extended into autumn as we are ready to roll under blue skies at Soldier Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New Orleans Saints and the Chicago Bears. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Down. 15, Lonnie. 15 line.
Hey, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Watch
the screen.
Now a handoff here to his running back. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And he'll actually lose 6 yards on the return. But I don't think they care. They've got the football back. Time will tell if that's an interception that rattles the rookie here. First drive on the road.
And you know the discussion going into the game? Centered on, okay, let's get out nice and easy. Take care of the football. We're on the road. You're a youngster. Let's not make mistakes early. But now the conversation will shift to, okay, put it behind you. Move on. Long way to go in this one.
Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. 2nd and 11. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56.
And to give this time to the tailback. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high power, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Mike 54. Mike 54. Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line.
What I'm talking about.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now.
54. Watch twist. Watch out. Attack. Watch out. Mike's 5. Why? Who? Mike's 5-4.
Mahomes going to go on 4th down. Looking deep downfield. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 12. And this one will be brought back to the 22. So a pretty shaky start here for both sides.
Yeah, each quarterback's throwing a ball to the other team. Do you think on both sidelines they're sitting them down and say, okay, remember, this is the color jersey we're wearing. They're wearing the other color. Let's make sure we get it to our guys, please.
Tackle made there by Tony Jefferson.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 22-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
80 weapon.
Get that quarterback, D-line.
Hey, high 7. Get it.
2nd and 10. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question, because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates are going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
15, yellow.
Foxtrot.
Attack.
Wide. Get wide.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Into the secondary again.
I got you, boy.
Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Watch the run. Hey, switch gears.
They run it. It's Charles. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. Screen pass to Charles. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. It's a 6-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and goal.
Coming to you.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now. We're scoreless after 1.
The end of the first quarter with no score. Steven Hauschka on for the field goal. A 32-yard attempt.
And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first. Been a bit of a dogfight thus far into the second quarter now, and we do have our first points, a field goal.
Yeah, a lot of people say, wow, first action on the scoreboard, about time. To me, the action's been right there on the field, trying to figure out who could gain an advantage, gain some field position, finally get points on the board. I'm loving this kind of game.
It feels like kickers might play a big role in this one.
Yes, make sure you give them the respect they deserve. They could cost you a game or win you one.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Hey, exit.
Come on here, come get some. He don't want it. 31's the mic. I'm coming.
2nd and 9 now. It's complete. He finds Falk here. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup. First down, New Orleans.
Hey, echo.
From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. And Sanders has got it complete. Past the 20. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Saints have taken the lead. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now.
36.
Yellow.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. It's caught to Charles. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
At the 29-yard line.
Mahomes now to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company.
Right there. 54, right there. 54 Mike.
Working from the gun, Mahomes buying time to his left. He finds Beckham complete.
I got you, boy.
A huge play there for Chicago. 48 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4.
Check 43. Hey,
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
The Bears on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Steps away to his left. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Interception all day, baby. Yeah.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Back to throw here. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Ready?
Now a give left side to Falk. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4. Earlier this half, you were wondering how the defense was going to handle him defensively. Were they going to bottle him up at different levels, so to speak, is what you said. What have you seen so far?
Well, I think they've been absolutely terrific because it feels like on every play, if we were watching this in the film room, when you clicked off the film or stopped it, you would see 11 shirts of that same color right there in the frame trying to tackle him. That's what you're looking for.
He gets it into the hands of Larry Fitzgerald. And he'll be stopped short of the 1st down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. They're going to try and throw. And he's got Fitzgerald. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down.
We got
Here we go.
I remember pregame when we were talking to him on the field, and he took his gloves off and showed us his fingers. A few misshapen ones in there, and now we know why, trying to catch those types of bullets.
That was a dart. Yeah, even for a talented receiver, those are tough to hang on to. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Number 18, I got you, 18. Hey, we got tight left. 31's the mic.
Looking to throw. That's complete to Sharp. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 40.
Down pass. Complete to number 84. It's a gain of 10. 1st down, Saints.
On the ready.
Mike, 56, right there.
Protein spill.
Don't let him breathe.
Get it.
Back to throw now on 1st down.
Don't let him breathe.
And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the 1st half. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very man. Blitz coming, and down he goes. And they weren't in zone coverage, they were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
And now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
On the deep ball. Brings up 4th down.
And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on fourth down.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber. Shoot!
They'll throw now on the final play. Airing this one out for Fitzgerald. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
At their own 19-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now they try the right side here. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
Yellow.
Right there, 56.
Now a handoff looking right. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first.
15.
Jim. 49. H3, 218. Chopper. Bang. Shoot. Check 37.
Mahomes now on first down. Complete. It's Johnson. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A well-executed 22-yard gain. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34. A first down run, not going to get him a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9. At the 30.
Easy.
56, the mic, boys. 56. Check. 56.
On 2nd and 9. Mahomes being chased out left. He's going to take off with it. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Mahomes can sling it, but the feet are nimble, too, as he scrambles for a first down. And to give this time to the tailback. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now they try the right side here. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Continues to be a struggle for this offense and this home crowd. They're growing a little restless here in the second half.
And I think they've just got to look at how they're trying to move the football. Yeah, you want to run it, but maybe you spread it out, maybe some swing passes that can take the place of runs and give you a little more space.
So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. This just a 24-yard attempt. And Hauschka's kick is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So a decent drive there to start the third quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready?
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The defensive player of the year, Aaron Donald. And it'll make this a 2nd and long. So they come out of the locker room trailing, but plays like that, they won't be trailing much longer. Defense really starting out well this second half.
Yeah, they knew they had to jumpstart things a little bit. They really struggled in the first half trying to slow them down, but now they had a plan, made that adjustment that we always talk about, and it worked very well on that play.
19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
A gain of 19 yards.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll bring up second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 42. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. And that's complete to Sanders. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Oh, yeah!
Complete to number 28.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Saints on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 4.
Bravo.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel.
Now back to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down.
Watch that, watch that, watch that. Hey, Charlie. Get it.
He'll drop to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Not often do 4th down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. 1st down.
Ready.
This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. It's caught by Sanders. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll go right back to the ground with Falk. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll be 2nd and goal.
Get him, get him, get him.
Check 13. Check 13. To go.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
On side.
They'll look to throw. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. That pass play good for 7, but it still brings up a 4th and goal.
4th and goal at the 2-yard line.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. Gay's kick is good. And they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there Those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3 points?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
I
don't know about that.
Toe bashed it.
Super toe.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Mahomes to throw. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always, always making sure no one's holding.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
You go night-night. Time to go night-night. Mike's 56. Mike's 56. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up. 56. 56 right
Shotgun
there,
snap to Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th. Now Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And not a blitzer, but still able to get there from a strong safety position.
Yeah, I think that was a great example of what they call football IQ. Recognizing he was open, had a chance, and went ahead and got to the quarterback.
Yeah, good job, man. Good job, fellas. Woo!
One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this will be caught at the 30. Touchdown, Chicago.
Nice touchdown.
A big play there. 81 yards. And the Bears have retaken the lead. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the 4th quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Let's go.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. Oh, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
there certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Check.
Now a handoff looking right. And that winds up a decent run, and it also takes us to the 2-minute warning. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. Now a handoff here to his running back. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long?
Too little, cupcake.
Now Mahomes steps away. He's got a man that's caught left sideline. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. As his guys are in for 6 as the Bears push further out in front.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside at 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Steven Hauschka set to kick off.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This one fielded at the 5. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 29-yard line.
On the double.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And last time, 1-play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off near the 26. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
At the 39-yard line.
Yellow.
56, Mike, 56.
Mahomes going to throw it here. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Yellow.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Watch the safety creep.
Mahomes to throw. Dancing to his left. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant to the flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Throwing now is Mahomes. This is Johnson. He's got it. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first.
56. Mike's 56.
57 colors.
Back to throw, Mahomes.
Kill.
And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Hatchet.
Color.
To throw is Mahomes. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
Yellow.
Muhammad Wilkerson in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them to just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there